And yes, we are finally on again for the new year. First time, and as it was on the schedule, playing Neverwinter Nights tonight, at least for maybe an hour, maybe a bit more, as intended to originally play it on Sunday or early in the week, but never made it that far during the early week, partially due to lack of time and partially due to work starting again, so was not always equipped with sufficient amount of awake to make it this far. But now we are again properly in action, so let's greet and see what we can do in the game proper, and hope for no crashes this time, as the game is kind of A, the game is not very new, and B, it tends to like to crash. So let's see what we can do in the game and what the game does with us. So hopefully some level of reliability in that respect. And of course, welcome to the first stream this year. Already took the spherical ornaments into storage for this year, even if it technically is now only the 11th/12th day of Christmas, but usually ornaments are not kept out that long comparatively. So let's move into the game. Let's see if we can open the sarcophagus. So, like, can we even damage it? Not really. Apparently, I only took a really lucky hit, so there might be something to find. 10 gold, alright, get buried with your 10 gold. Fair enough. So, what else this area do not think we have explored at all. Here we mostly were already. Right, and nobody stepped into the trap. Good. Alright, and our good henchman tried to attack something beyond the barrier. Alright, at least he's moving back along. That thing is apparently unassailable, at least from that direction. There's the kind of the gate, so Right, can we actually open those? At least first save here. So we do not get in too much trouble if it's again trapped or otherwise very difficult. So let's see if we can get further this way. Apart from the other side, can we get to the other side? Not directly at least, so probably should check the chest over there. That would be a classical place for a trap, yes. And the chest also contained like a single gem. The quality of treasure in this place is kind of limited. And it doesn't seem to really lead. Anywhere that interesting, so let's wait if our good henchman would also bother to not try and wait for the single zombie that is behind the portcullis that we can't open, at least from here, so yeah, this corpse we already checked last time, do you think? So let's rest here first and... Alright, now he has moved closer, fortunately. And lost the debuff, so we can continue better. Alright, let's see if we can make it to the other part here and see the last, explore that, and that might be still of interest also, so let's try to check that out next and save again here. As unsure if we can make through this place into Luskan proper or anything interesting. Right, there's trap also there, so shouldn't touch that. Alright, and the usual summon a bit of defense. Alright, and we are interested where this leads if we keep going straight. It would be nice if our good henchman would also attack nearest. Right. Like use a health potion and immediately lose almost that much health. Quite a few opponents, so let's turn and wonder where our good henchman went. Alright. It's not totally logical a result. Fighting this many at once is not quite optimal, so let's try to load the game and see if we can strategize that differently. But otherwise interesting to see where that part of the dungeon leads. So there's one. If we now say attack nearest or guard, if we could move a bit more so that, alright, he immediately attacks here. That was effective critical hit. Alright. Quite a few opponents actually. He got hit so bad quickly that was surprising. Quite difficult area. So practically we need to... That corpse didn't either have anything. Right, going to the other area here. Let's still see about this direction. Does it actually lead anywhere? Would be interesting to see that first before trying this a dozen times. So let's see if we just run for it. This actually only leads to a statue. It doesn't lead to anything that would be useful for, like for example getting to Luskan, so do not think this is the way for that. So we could mostly check the other part shortly and then not necessarily trying much more with this dungeon, because it clearly mostly contains a lot of danger and limited amount of treasure this far, so it was also quite difficult to get to that part. Health potion and then like fight the single normal zombie first. Not the most dangerous fight ever. Save here. And continue across. Alright, this part seems to be pretty similar, which has several... Ah yeah, this was the difficult opponent, like the mummy here. And this also like has only a single chest, so not very interesting in that respect either. Do not find sufficient amount of value currently in this dungeon to keep trying here, as all of these seem to only contain a few chests and there doesn't seem to be anything plot related right now, at least here, so stairs up would be quite logical choice. Having checked the Gravekeeper's weird result with the situation, not much else to see at the graveyard, so we should continue wandering on the main map. And we reach the 111th save for the overall playthrough streams. Hello Kisu, great to see you. Welcome to the stream. Always good to see you for some gaming also, so you of course get a wave. And yes, we explored the Mausoleum some, but it proved kind of disappointing overall, so let's continue in outside pretty environs again and see what else we can find. The second chapter do not have too precise memory of anymore, considering played this through back when in 6th form the previous time. The chapter 1 remembered very clearly, but the chapters after that kind of much less so. So this is interesting in the sense that do not remember too much about the content proper either. So let's keep exploring the outside. Right, there's a deer. We can try to talk to the deer, but it seems the deer is not interested in talking, but he looks pretty nice. Right, the deer doesn't seem willing to talk to us. Unsure what secrets of the universe the deer would be aware of. It's a nice campfire here. There's also a cave up there. This also nicely overlooks the road to Port Last. Alright, and there's a dire wolf. Shame they are immediately aggressive. Maybe you could help. Right, shame. Right, there's a cave there. Check also that out. So let's see what we find in that cave in turn. Right, apparently at least wolves. Not a very big cave. Not much else here at least. On that side. Not a dire wolf. The dire wolf in this game is interesting because it seems to have like some kind of armored back or such. It's odd. Might be in the D&D monster manual or such something on that answer. Alright, there are like quartz crystal and 4 gold pieces in a pile of stones, making it big. Werewolf lair, wow. This one going to be ethical and leave them be. It would be kind of anti this one. Unless the plot requires to attack that place. This one be of course shapeshifter ethical, as one would expect. Hello there again, Mr. Deer. Alright, there's the ramp. Kind of hard to see. And back on the road. Alright, the shrub also contains 2 fenberries, like you can also pick up berries if you feel like it. Fair enough. And we do also have some new viewers, so welcome to the stream. You of course get a wave too. Hopefully your year has started well, and as noted, we were shapeshifter ethical and didn't bother the place designated on the map as Werewolf Cave after finding that out. So of course ethical towards shapeshifters, as one should be. As long as the plot doesn't require us to bother them. Right, this side of the map is pretty well explored, so let's see about this quarter still. The graveyard, we already saw that much. We can't climb at least from here. So let's see from the other side. Can we get there? Right, this river can be crossed on foot. Apparently not too much to find here. It's kind of empty for this part. So most probably not much to find here. That would be the Luskan, but the guard was kind of unwilling unwilling to let us pass at least the previous time. Of course we can humor them again, which might not bring a different result. Indeed, Briareus, you are correct, but it's very important also here to consider healing and such matters. Here it tends to be more of like with health potion than the active healing. You can of course have a healer in the party, especially if you're doing multiplayer, but otherwise it's certainly, again, sufficient intake of vitamins in form of health potions tends to be rather important for good dungeoneering/adventuring results. So let's see, can we still humor the cards to get into Luskan or not? Alright, at least if you do not successfully persuade them. Alright, unsurprisingly you can't just go in by opening the gate. We tried to persuade them, but that didn't really do much, so having mostly seen this area, including the Green Griffin Inn with some kind of contest, let's note those and proceed elsewhere. We can't at least yet get into Luskan very clearly. But last mines, do not think we have studied the mines much either, and we have some squares of this map unseen, so might be a good idea next to save here. Going south again, as wasn't quite as simple, at least, to get into Luskan. Let's rest here. Ah, berries, yeah. Unsure if the berries heal much though, but... And of course there's also beer, ale and spirits available from shops, which tend to cause not necessarily positive overall effects, but you can also consume those, of course, as is logical. Of course, even better in this game, at least the picture doesn't get kind of fuzzy like it does in World of Warcraft, especially if you have a lot of beer during the Brewfest, which kind of mirrors the Oktoberfest. Let's check the Port Last mines out. If we can somehow get there, that is. At least no way to climb from here. And impassable water here. Alright, there's a separate road, no wonder. So let's move over. And see about what the mines might contain. We did earlier do the bugbear/orc caves. Somehow unsure if the sign would say that quite that way. That has been closed for many years, ever since the vein of ore ran out. So let's save here and see what we find in the mines instead then. At least there's a door here. Alright, this can't either be opened directly, so entering the mines doesn't look like quite such a simple matter. And here the tracks are broken, so we clearly can't enter this way. Interesting. So at least now we know that much about the mines. Yeah, in World of Warcraft do suspect so, because it does make the image rather fuzzy. Alright. Does the side road here go anywhere? Yes, let's see where this goes. East road. Alright. This we haven't yet explored at all. Good. Alright, and then we encounter a troll. That sounds kind of... And more trolls. The deer just watches on. Right, did the trolls leave any treasure? Apparently not. Right, let's save here. Internet trolls maybe. The deer looks quite elegant and calm. There's another gate here. Alright, archaeological expedition apparently. Because there's an archaeologist here. Alright, unsurprisingly they were attacked by trolls. Realistic. No money to pay for heroes for revenge. And is the other archaeologist any more interested? No. Alright, evidence of an ancient race. So we need to find Jax, who knows more. Archaeologist barracks, alright. That's at least locked. Alright, we broke a crate. 1 gold piece, alright. Alright, here's Jax. So let's talk with him next. And see what they are thinking about the expedition, because it seems to have gone a little bit poorly this far, unfortunately. Alright. Alright, famous archaeologist, don't you know? Alright. So he's famous. Very good. Fellow scholar. He has high expectations for a half-orc. Alright, ruins of the greater race. Alright, and then the trolls attacked. Alright. Alright, interesting. Haha, should get rest of grant money. Sounds very usual for academic work, like discover something really big, then you might get more grant money, hopefully, if you write your application well. Not worried about grant money, no. Alright, let's try and help. Alright, we are off. For once we are not interested in more money, because this seems like an interesting opportunity. Certainly. Now we can get also into the barracks. Let's explore the rest of the area inside first. Alright, and then some are standing like in a very low watchtower structure. Right, that's pretty much all there is to the camp. Except back here, maybe. Another deer. Deer here. The deer are watching. Clearly. There's the door. Now we have the key, so we can go and talk also with the other archaeologists. Oh, hello. Hello, Camu. Great to see you. 2022 has been going pretty well this far, I would say. Finally even succeeded getting around to the first stream of the year, so we are playing the Neverwinter Nights for maybe an hour, and we'll be doing the usual Darkest Dungeon and possibly also some other game tomorrow, as tomorrow is off. So the year has started pretty well, started work without like any too major issue, but was a bit tired for the first couple of days, so we got around to Neverwinter Nights only tonight, but otherwise it is looking pretty good. We even have succeeded finding new things in the game again, so welcome to the stream again, Camu. Always good to see you. Yeah, Briareus, wouldn't be surprised that our good archaeologist is also lacking in the site department. Do not have yet found the ancient tome, so let's try and help him. Help him, hopefully. So let's see if we can find out more in the archaeologist barracks next. Alright, here's Lenton, who has been mentioned to us also. He seems a little unwilling to speak. Right, he even waved nicely. Alright. Stole by trolls. We need to get her back or me be in big trouble. Looks like this guy has slightly lower intelligence score. Archaeologist, yes. Digs for old stuff. Fair enough. Alright, she can probably also be found with the trolls. Alright. Yeah. Let's try and save. Yeah, she doesn't like if you break plates or not eat your peas. Alright, so this guy, let's see if we can persuade this guy to pay us up front, because we are more greedy than towards the archaeologists. This doesn't seem like science. Alright, fail. We can't even persuade the slightly less than sharp-witted guy. Still kind of suspicious considering how many skill points we have put in persuasion. And Lenton in turn is still unwilling to speak and just keeps hitting the practice dummy. be another floor, but we got stuck with Lenton doing his sparring session. Alright. Apparently we can get only like to the threshold of the second floor, but there's no enterable path for it. Not at least directly. There's another door here. You get outside also from there, so this doesn't look like a two-floor structure from the outside either. I'm sure why Lenton doesn't talk. Alright, now he talks. Nice. What about you, Camus? How did your year start? Everything hopefully also well. And of course, thank you for the pictures. It was very nice. Also going to probably tomorrow get the pictures from the Kodak DCS out from the memory card and see what we get there. Should be a few also, at least usable ones. So let's then talk with Lenton. Alright, he wasn't too happy. Alright, he's not very happy about Jack's expedition. Alright, and yes, they found trolls. Alright. What would he be willing to pay? 300. So let's... And we can of course again try to persuade. Oh, success persuasion. We got more money. And we apparently still can't enter upstairs. To think. Yeah, kind of the least interesting stairs. You can go and stand at the top of the stairs, but that does nothing. So now we know at least a bit more. At least the cave they went into is not inside this camp, so most probably save here again. Archaeology indeed. Our good archaeologist Jax had a nice theory, but he hasn't been very successful at studying it this far, in certain respects at least. Right, hopefully indeed your work goes well. Well, it was really nice New Year's, so it was great seeing you. Right, and we do have some more viewers, so let's also give a wave we are still playing at least for a while more. So welcome to the stream, and always good to see you all here. It's nice to see this good viewership also when starting the new year again in terms of gaming also. So let's go for some more exploration on this map next. So this gate would be, at least we have a troll here, so maybe this leads in the desired direction of the cavern. 53 damage, that should be sufficient for a while. The weather isn't like the most beautiful one ever, and the deers are watching. Pile of skulls, alright, this at least looks like place for trouble. This is also like some kind of old tower and ruins and everything, so. And a troll. So let's fight them. There we go. Was there anything in the chest? Yes. One potion of clarity, whatever that does. It is quite widely. Alright, let's check the pile of skulls. 8 gold. Nice. Rubble also contains 4 gold. Scoffed at the warnings of lesser men and built this fine tower. Fine it is. Cave. So I would think this cave would be the cave where our good archaeologists had trouble, as it's so close to their dwellings. So save here before performing any archaeology. Yeah, that would be, makes you sober. That would be quite logical for potion of clarity, like exactly reverses the effects of the opposite, as you named it, the fog potion. Yeah, that might be the case. Right, let's go into the cave. Right, there's a barrel. 4 gold from the barrel. And the corpse. Corpse had nothing. And another corpse, but these can't even be checked. Then we have a narrow route with some trolls on it, so fight them first. It would be nice if our good henchman would also do something. Somehow this fight isn't going very well. Alright, at least we are getting rid of the troll soon. Then we have the ogre. Let's try and move a bit if we could also get our good henchman to help a bit more. There we go. Alright.
I shall do as you ask.
29 bullets, not very interesting. Let's see if we can rest here. Not quite. So move to the ante-chamber maybe. Impressive doorway for sure. That's nice. Alright, here we can rest quickly. Archaeology indeed, with nice live trolls. Alright, let's try and move further into the troll cave then. Oh, yeah, the bullets. Let's check the side passage first, which contains an ogre. The basic ogres are not quite as strong like a side chamber with the single barrel. 9 gold pieces, not the most common content for barrel on the average. Then there's a chest.
I shall do as you ask.
Right, locked, so we get to beat with it. At it with the axe.
It is done.
51. Quite nice. Let's save. That was already successful archaeology, as we know, especially some earlier time archaeologists then did more of like dig for money than dig for knowledge. Yeah, that might be possible with exactly that you find only trolls, as noted, like them internet trolls apparently. That might be a logical result, like easy way to find trolls. Let's keep moving into the next chamber. Troll berserker, that sounds worrying. Me eat your eyes, let's see how effective he is. It would be nice if you would also attack again. There we go. Not too bad damage from them at least yet, berserker or not. Let's also use barbarian raids and see how much that helps us. At least it helps us getting beaten up. Right. And apparently our good henchman immediately saw another target.
I shall do as you ask.
Let's tell them to follow, so situation stays under control. Alright, an ogre. That's not too much of an issue. And another troll. Attack. Tell henchman to guard us. Have a health potion. And keep fighting. Right, critical. Right, there's another troll apparently. Let's just attack them directly. It's only a young troll, so we should have not too much trouble. 22, alright. That certainly got it. Let's attempt to follow again. It's kind of like the henchmen really require micromanagement, as they do not have very good pathfinding at all. As we have seen, they have gotten more than a couple of times independently into trouble. Indeed, exactly, Priarias, considering the amount of trolls that appeared. Alright, let's see what the chest may hold. It's trapped also, so now we can try to disable trap. We have put some points in that skill. Wow, we succeeded. Nice. It's still of course locked, but that's more easily dealt with than the trap. Right. Sound burst again. Spell. Much else here. A couple of corpses, but they are not lootable. Let's rest here. Deeper into caves, so that would be the next stop then. We should also recall at some point, and or call at town and buy more health potions, which are pretty important resource in this game and in general in D&D style games. To keep adventuring, you have to have sufficient amount of healing potions along. Right, there's a chest stored on the hallway, or kind of like causeway on the cave river. Alright, Okra came to help, while our henchman is still opening the chest. There we go. Silver ring at least has some resale value. So again, successful archaeology. We found a silver ring. Nice archaeological find. So certainly archaeology well performed, like discover a silver ring. So clearly that must have been archaeology, would say. Alright, let's keep moving then to the next area. Another ogre. Fortunately, they are not very dangerous. There we go. Pile of skulls. Door. The door probably leads deeper into the caves. So, right, the ogre also dropped something. Arrows, right. Janis, alright, is this someone we can rescue? They are standing like on a portal or something, or held captive. Potential rescue, one might say. So let's see if we can rescue them. Alright, again appreciate the half orc a lot. Alright, yeah. Certainly their boy didn't know their name. Not too bright, are you? Right. Maids of no small accomplishment. Her son is surprisingly slow compared to that. She clearly has the attitude. Indeed, her son is a little slow of mind. Alright, so that was the spell she intended to use on the troll chief. No wonder she's stuck there. Alright. One-time cancellation spell. What do you think? I am senile. Right, so she left and we actually succeeded at saving our good boy's mother for a good beginning in this cave. Nice. Not much else to find here apparently. Let's check the other side and save here. Potential rescue indeed. Alright, so let's see what the other side of the platform contains and then see about going deeper into the caves. Not much here. Bit of blood on the floor. And a crate, of course, check out the crate. Light hammer, what is this used for? Alright, base damage 1d4. Like, alright, actually do like the light hammer, though it might be like base damage 1d4. It's not like a very... There's also a pile of skulls. Potion of cure critical wounds, wow. More health potions. Right, not much else to find here, so... We are ready to go deeper into the caves next. deeper troll, of course. Alright, let's check quickly the deeper level out, and with a good 1 or 1 hour of dungeoneering / adventuring now, we'll probably check the lower level shortly, and then check who we can raid for today. So let's go deeper. Trap chest, we at least see deeper into caves, so yeah. Garbage, a corpse. Bolt of frostbite, wow, that's pretty expensive. Treasure. Troll note. Right. Dear amateur, these caves are deep and dangerous. We've found layers and layers of caves, but there is a construction down at the bottom and the crypts we seek. We tried to get Darius out, but barely escaped ourselves. We're going back tomorrow. I'll have to try again. I hope I'll get a chance to send this to you. You clearly didn't. And we meet a dire bear. Alright, might be useful to do the barbarian raids. Alright, immediately when did that, the bear also expired, so it's always a great way like you just suddenly look up from your letter, in this case literally, and see the bear. Right, let's move to the other side to rest. In this case it's very short way away, so also works. What does the barrel contain? 5 gold, alright, again. Store your gold coins in a barrel. Alright, let's try to again disable the trap. At least points in disarming traps have clearly brought some success. Alright, it's locked, but that's trivial to deal with compared to the trap. Floor spar, alright, another gem. Great, another silver ring. Archaeology clearly keep finding treasure. Alright, let's check that room still. Seven normal bolts, not very interesting. Right, and here's an ogre. And another one. That wasn't too difficult. Exit to surface to shallow caves, deeper into caves. Exit to surface, alright. And there's a door. And another ogre. Right. there's a corpse which had 5 gold, so they didn't quite live to enjoy at least that. Save again here. Let's check this door here if we can open it. Nope. And it even has a trap, so clearly not able to go that way. Exit to the surface also has a troll. Let's get rid of them for experience. And the corpse. Throwing X+1. Alright. That has some resale value at least. This door indeed doesn't look very inviting with the trap and everything. Not trying to get there right now at least. 4 gold pieces from the crate. Rubble. Another silver ring from the rubble. Always good idea doing some archaeology. Right, and then we again can go deeper into the caves next. Alright, that was a quick, sharp fight with the troll. Let's try to disable trap again. We have been doing pretty well with disarming the traps.
I shall do as you ask.
Alright, let's open the chest.
It is done.
Alright, that contained a lot. Fox Cunning, probably someone's favorite spell too. Alright, this level is big.
It is done.
Alright, what is the aventurine? Alright, pretty nice. Contents also there. 7 gold. Alright, let's save here. Deeper troll. And then do think that we have done a good amount of adventuring for today, almost 1.5 hours by now. So let's see who we can raid. Alright, Yuna is playing Beat Saber. Bergwolf seems to have some kind of just chatting stream. Alright, chat, any preference between having Yuna do Beat Saber or going for Bergwolf's chat oriented one? If any has a preference. Alright. let's go for Yuna then. Haven't seen him play Beat Saber yet. We did Bergwolf some time ago, so let's go for Yuna's Beat Saber in this case. Do not think have actually ever seen him play Beat Saber yet. Right, he does actually have a pretty nice avatar also for that, so let's start the raid. Alright, thank you for joining and see you tomorrow for more gaming. And if you are not yet following and like Fursuit Gaming at all, feel free to follow, would be appreciated. Thank you once again for joining and see you tomorrow for more gaming with different suit, of course. Good night.